Want to know a quick branding tip that'll make your social media restaurant marketing easier and more effective? Of course you do. Let's get into social media restaurant marketing insider tip right now. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Stacy Storino from Restaurant Shortcut with another video that'll help you grow both your restaurant's social media and its profit margin. Welcome back to the channel. For the new people here who have no idea who I am, over the years I've worked with multiple six-figure and seven-figure food service establishments to help them grow their businesses via social media. My work has led to features in the Wall Street Journal, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox News, and more. If this is your first time here and you want to learn the tips and tricks of commanding diners' attention, which is ever more focused on their social feed where your restaurant needs to be found, start now by smashing that subscribe button and clicking the bell notification so that you don't miss a thing. Okay, so I promised you a social media restaurant marketing insider tip. Here we go. Now, as a restaurant owner, you may already know that branding itself equals an experience that you're promising to your restaurant's ideal customers, which I call your taste tribe. You need to establish your branding before you get into social media marketing. Period. So perhaps you may also know as a restaurateur that your eatery's brand to be really effective should have 7 different elements fleshed out so that it will actually demand your taste tribe's attention when they encounter your restaurant's social media posts online. When you have an effective brand, it's going to provide a critical boost to the social media marketing efforts for your restaurant. I've done a playlist covering all 7 branding elements, so make sure you check it out. That said, I'm pretty sure from a restaurant owner's specific perspective, you may not have known that something as simple as having a slogan or sacred words that's unique to your restaurant's brand is useful when it comes to your social media restaurant marketing efforts. As a restaurant owner though, you may find this next piece of advice surprising. Your restaurant's slogan and or sacred words can provide you with an X factor that can make all the difference between the content you're currently putting out there about your restaurant on social media and the content you should be adding to the ever more crowded with content social media feeds of both your actual and potential clientele. A great slogan or the use of specially selected sacred words that relate to your restaurant's branded experience can be the tiebreaker that wins your taste tribe's attention from the social media efforts of your competitors. A slogan is a catchphrase that your target audience will associate with your restaurant's brand or the branded experience that your taste tribe can enjoy when showing up to dine at your establishment. You've heard of tons of slogans in your life, like Nike's "Just Do It." So just like Nike, you really should develop a slogan for your brand that's simple and easy to remember. Patrick Hanlon, the author of the branding classics Primal Branding and the Social Code, calls this element of branding sacred words. They can include a slogan and other brand-specific words that can help differentiate you from your competition. Keep the sacred words for your restaurant's brand short and simple. Also, be consistent when employing sacred words in your social media marketing efforts for your branding. Meaning, whether your brand's sacred words involve a special label like Starbucks, Venti, Grand, and other unique portion-related jargon, or a fun catchphrase, just remember, sacred words or slogans themselves must be related to your logo, company name, and the overall branded experience delivering what your taste tribe wants, and while ideally simultaneously explaining why they want it. Again, make sure your sacred words relate to what makes you different from other restaurants. Tie into a community feeling or understanding with each of your sacred words. Using Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill, one of my bigger clients, for example, they use words that tie into their taste tribe's desire for a family-friendly experience for both themselves and their children. So in all of their social media marketing efforts, they'll use sacred words like JDB happy family, or even JDB Insider. You know your sacred words are hitting home with your audience when someone in the comment thread of a post using said word or words asks what they mean, and another member of your taste tribe jumps in to indoctrinate them. When you have sacred words that assist with community building, your restaurant brand isn't just successful out there on social media, it's also successful in terms of having people frequent your food service establishment on the regular. And that's what you want. Finally, here's a big time insider tip. Do not use words in your slogan and or sacred words that communicate something along the lines of roughly, we're number one, or we're the best, or we're the experts, or somehow we know everything. Why? There's nothing sacred, special, or different about that. Everyone says stuff like that. Example, if you're a pizzeria in a large municipality, if you say, we're the best pizza in town, you have to know that all of your competitors are basically claiming the same thing. You need to be different. And your sacred words, when properly selected and dial into your target market research, help you to do just that. Be distinctively different in a way that matters. Sacred words that you put out on social media should be just for you and your community, and should be special and unique so that people feel special and unique using them. That's just one of the many ways you create interest, delight, and loyalty, so that you don't just have social media vanity metrics, but dollars in your pocket as well. Want my restaurant shortcut quick start guide that'll cover some of my most effective tips and tricks to build your restaurant brand? You can find it at the link below this video. Check it out and you'll learn tips on how you can be efficient and effective with your restaurant's social media content, so that it acts as free advertising, and so that you're constantly building your list of customers while also building your restaurant's fan culture that'll support you no matter what the economy looks like. And learn even more ways to grow your restaurant's social media by hitting the like button below, smashing the subscribe button, and clicking the bell notification so you don't ever miss a thing. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time, my restaurateur entrepreneurs.